I don't serve people like you, so I bought the restaurant and fired him. I never planned to own a restaurant. But when a waiter decided my brown skin made me unworthy of service, I ended up with an unexpected business venture and a lesson in karma that I'll never forget. It was my 30th birthday and I just closed my first major investment deal. After years of building my tech startup from nothing, we'd finally secured $4 million in funding. I wanted to celebrate somewhere special, so I made a reservation at Bellini's Parent, the most exclusive Italian restaurant in the city. I arrived early, dressed in my best suit. The hostess seemed confused when I gave my name. "You are Mr. Patel, for the 8 o'clock reservation." She hesitated before leading me to a table tucked away in a dark corner, despite the restaurant being half empty. I didn't think much of it, and I was too excited about my celebration. Then came Marco, my waiter. He took one look at me and his expression changed. "Can I help you?" he asked coldly. "Yes, I'd like to start with your best bottle of champagne I'm celebrating tonight." Marco didn't write anything down. "We're out of champagne." I glanced at the table next to me where a white couple was being served champagne at that very moment. "That's odd," I said. "They seem to have some." "That was the last bottle," he replied without missing a beat. I decided to order food instead. "I'll have the truffle risotto to start, then the veal scallopini." Marco didn't move. "Those items are for regular customers. Only look," he said, leaning closer. "I don't know how you got a reservation here, but I don't serve people like you. Maybe try the Indian place down the street." The couple at the next table looked uncomfortable. The woman whispered something to her partner. "I'd like to speak to the manager," I said calmly. "He'll tell you the same thing." Marco smirked. "He doesn't like serving your kind either." I stood up slowly. "Thank you for making this very clear." Instead of causing a scene, I walked out, but I didn't go home. I went straight to my office and made some calls. The first was to my lawyer. The second was to my new investment partners. The third was to a private investigator. Within a week, I had a complete financial profile of Bellini's. The restaurant was successful, but drowning in debt after the owner's failed expansion attempt. He needed capital badly. 2 weeks later, my investment group made an offer through a shell company. The owner didn't know who was behind the purchase, just that someone was willing to pay off his debts and give him a graceful exit. 1 month after being refused service, I walked into Bellini's as its new owner. I called a staff meeting before opening hours. Examenon was there, including Marco and the manager, who supposedly didn't like serving my kind. "Good morning," I began. "I am Raj Patel, your new owner." The color drained from Marco's face. The manager started stammering an explanation. "No need," I interrupted. "I am not here to listen to excuses. I am here to set new expectations. This restaurant will serve everyone with respect, regardless of their skin color, accent, or background." I turned directly to Marco. "Unfortunately, some people aren't capable of meeting that standard." "Marco, today is your last day. Please collect your things." "You can't fire me for that night," he protested. "It was just a misunderstanding. I am not firing you for that night," I replied. "I am firing you because I reviewed the security footage from the past month and found 17 instances of you refusing proper service to customers of color. That's not a misunderstanding, Perrin, that's a pattern." The manager was next. By the end of the day, I had replaced both with people who understood that excellent service means serving all guests excellently. I renamed the restaurant Pour Parent Italian for flavor. We kept the menu mostly the same, but added a few fusion dishes that celebrated diverse culinary traditions. Business has never been better. Our clientele is now as diverse as our staff, and we're known for having the most welcoming atmosphere in the city, Marco. I heard he's working at a fast food chain now. I hope he's learning that people like me aren't just potential customers. Verdun, sometimes we're potential bosses too.